Now, the defense lawyer in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, Thulani Mngomezulu, is being laid to rest today. Mngomezulu, who represented accused number 1 in the trial, died at a Vosloorus hospital earlier this week. His death prompted an early adjournment until next year of the case to allow his client to find a new lawyer. Mngomezulu had been absent from court a number of times due to his ill health after joining the Meyiwa case during a trial within a trial in October last year. Now, Newzroom Africa's Mnisi is in Katlehong, where the funeral is underway. He joins us live now. Linda, won't you just give us the latest with regards to where proceedings currently stand?
Well, Arabida, we've reached the end of the funeral service and now preparing to go to the cemetery. And you would have heard during the service some of the speakers, including Sipora Musipeli, who is a defense lawyer in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, reflecting really on how Thulani Mngomezulu came to be a lawyer in the Senzo Meyiwa trial. He says he was overwhelmed and had a lot of work. And when he was looking around for people who could assist him, the first person that he could find was Thulani Mngomezulu, who came into the trial to assist him. You'd recall Mngomezulu came to the trial in October last year, and this was during a very critical moment. The accused were fighting against the admission of confession statements that the state says they made during the process of investigation. So Thulani Mngomezulu was roped in during that time, and Sipora Musipeli says this is a person that was a warrior who would bite during cross-examination in his evidence, and putting a contrast essentially to when the cameras go off, when the judge bows and leaves the courtroom, a person who was completely different from the one that you would see on your screens, a jovial person who got along with everybody, including the judge and the prosecution team, somebody who loved to make jokes. But also we heard from his family members, his children who speak about how they've lost their father, somebody that they used to assist a lot. They loved bonding with him, especially because he loved the law, so they would assist him with some of the work that he would do at home. His son Vosloorus saying that that's exactly what he loved most, spending time with him during that particular, during those preparations for trial. And during this funeral service, we're getting to see the person behind the defense lawyer, Arabile. This is somebody that is connected with viewers and people that are interested in the Senzo Meyiwa case, throughout the country. People who on a daily basis switch on, who have made the trial a part of their lives. Also, extending condolences on behalf of the judge, the prosecution, as well as the court staff. You would have seen also the senior court interpreter, Jonas. In fact, he's not far from where I'm standing, coming to offer his message of support and condolences to the Mngomezulu family. His wife, you would know, would always be in court in support of him. Everywhere where you'd see Thulani Mngomezulu, you would also see his wife right alongside him. She's the one person that would also assist with court documents, carrying the bag, and in his everyday life, which essentially supports what his son has been saying, to say as a family they were a big part of his professional life, and that's because he loved it so much. His son says it was easy to be there for him because this is something that he loved dearly. His sister also saying that at an early age, Thulani Mngomezulu has always been interested in the law, and this is somebody that also would teach her about important things that would happen in various prominent trials. You see there now the procession moving to the South Park Cemetery. We're told this is where the late SACP member Chris Hani was laid to rest. They're moving to that particular cemetery where Mngomezulu will be laid to rest. You see there family cars carrying family members who at this point in time, Arabile, are gutted. This is somebody that was very close to them. They knew him beyond what you and I know about Thulani Mngomezulu. They knew him before, the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. So we've been able to see some of the, the supporting staff of the defense lawyers, but also you'd recall that the disbarred lawyer, Tifo Malisela Tifo, yes, the former defense lawyer of some of the accused, he was also, at this funeral service, taking to the podium, offering words of comfort and condolences to the family, saying that this is the beginning, but also lamenting how the legal fraternity has lost, a giant, really. He says the legal fraternity is poorer without Thulani Mngomezulu. So this takes us, Arabile, to a point where we get to be in touch with the human beings. It reminds us of the fragility of life. And, this trial has been so important because we get to experience things in real time. Even Mngomezulu's illness, we got to see it on camera. A number of times he's had to ask for postponements due to his ill health. We saw the judge call him to come and explain what is now going to happen given that you are recovering at home. What's going to happen to your client? Because also the judge has to balance the interests of all of those that are involved in this matter, including accused number one. So this reminds us that there are people behind that trial. And again, like I said, the fragility of life. We saw him fall ill in court, and none of us thought that when he left on the 8th of November, saying goodbye to the accused persons, that would be the last time that we see him. So today, final goodbyes really as the procession moves. You see it behind me. It's now moving to the South Park Cemetery where he will be laid to rest. Arabile?